Okay, our team weather coverage, let's return back to it now as we prepare for 2 rounds of strong storms heading our way.
Meteorologist David Paul and Tim Pandages timing things out for you. David, we start with you.
It's going to be a busy overnight. Really, tomorrow morning's commute will be the first real impacts that we feel. It's 2 rounds of storms, one tomorrow morning, then one Wednesday morning. That will impact our busy lives here, especially with wet roads. All severe weather types are in play, but I don't think the severe weather impacts are going to be that widespread. That being said, we're going to have to watch it like a hawk tomorrow and Wednesday. Big improvements for the Memorial Day weekend. You're going to like that. Here is the forecast for Tuesday, and it's an 80% chance for rain tomorrow morning. Those are the greatest impacts. 40% chance by noon, then by tomorrow afternoon things are improving. So that'll be round 1. Outside right now, you'd never believe we got severe weather coming in, at least the potential. It's 80 outside. It's been a lovely day. We're 2 cooler than yesterday, and yesterday was delightful. But as we look at the big radar, you can see how clear it is here. But there are a couple of clusters of storms out here, and one in particular that we're watching carefully is the one that's building across the desert southwest and the northern portions, the northern mountains of Mexico. It will be this area that I'm going to circle right here from Del Rio to Laredo. That's where our upper air disturbance is located, and that's the spot where I expect to see explosive development overnight, and that will bring in round 1 of storms. So this goes into 11 p.m. tonight, maybe some sprinkles, Brenham to Huntsville, but watch this spot right down here, bottom left of your screen. Here it comes. Entering our southwest counties by 6 a.m. Scattered showers by 6 a.m. in Houston possible as well. Heaviest rain mid-morning as this sweeps and pivots up the coast and through southeast Texas. But by 1 o'clock and after 1 o'clock, things should settle down rapidly. But Tim, as we mentioned, that's just round 1 and the severe weather threats that will be in play for round 1 and round 2.
Yeah, David, we're watching for the impacts here to come from strong, damaging winds. Gusts in excess of 55 miles an hour look to be the greatest threat. Possibilities there for some large hail, isolated tornadoes and flooding. Now, with isolated tornadoes, you saw David going through Future Track, and this is not a classic front coming on through. This is something called a mesoscale convective system, an MCS. And what this is a cluster of storms that itself is pivoting and rotating, and it's a little bit easier to throw down an isolated tornado. So we'll keep that in there as a threat. Now, the flooding threat, too. We'll have some isolated cells that could drop 1, 2, 3 inches of rain over a short amount of time. So the potential's there for excessive rainfall and flooding. We're at a slight risk. That means a 15% chance that we exceed the guidance that gets issued for a flash flood warning, which would be 2 inches in an hour of time. So these areas here have the greatest likelihood of seeing some rain. Now, it is Flood Awareness Month here in the state of Texas. And just to let you know that don't ever underestimate the power of water. Just 6 inches of fast-moving water can sweep you off your feet. If you drive a sedan, all it takes is a foot of water to sweep that car away. If you drive an SUV or a truck, double that, 2 feet, and that's sweeping that vehicle away. So turn around, don't drown. We say it all the time. If there's a flash flood warning, you see a flooded road, just turn around and don't go through it. All right, Tuesday's highest threat north of I-10. SPC has a level 2 out of a 5-leveled system. We fast forward to Wednesday with round 2. And that means a severe weather threat here of a level 2 through most of the area up to the coastline. And David, that's with an approaching cold front that's going to bring some really nice weather for Memorial Day.
That's going to be the treat after all this messy stuff. So here we are. This is again tomorrow afternoon, round 1 exiting. Here comes round 2. That's Wednesday, 2:30 in the morning, reaching our northwest counties. That will be a line of strong storms that by 7:30 Wednesday morning will be rumbling and waking you up early if you get up late, and then pushing off the coast by about 1 in the afternoon on Wednesday. And after that, things should improve markedly. Now, rainfall with the first round, maybe a ½ inch to an inch across the area. Then add on top of that a couple of inches in our second round of rain. And by Wednesday evening, you get rain totals of widespread 1/2 inch to an inch, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 inches in spots, but spread out over 48 hours. Shouldn't be anything too terribly bad as far as a widespread flooding threat. Here's the extended forecast. Okay, so tomorrow morning, 80% chance. Wednesday morning, 90% chance. And then Thursday, Friday, look at the wind direction, north and southwest. That will lower the humidity. And going into the holiday weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the weather looks beautiful. It's going to warm up, but especially Friday and Saturday, lower humidity. Gorgeous weather for Memorial Day weekend. We'll keep a very close eye on our severe threat tonight and tomorrow, guys. Back over to you.
Bumpy couple of days. Thanks, David. The storms could make tomorrow morning's commute a mess, as you heard the guys say. So wake up early with the weather team. Our coverage begins with meteorologists Cheetah Craft and Pat Kavlin. They'll be up overnight tracking the storms, making sure you are safe. We start on the air at 4:30, bright and early.